Hi there, my name is Seal Bacon, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And much to my surprise, the new issue of SFX magazine drops today. I thought we had another week or two before it came out. So we're going to be reviewing it. We're going to be doing a bit of a digital thumb through, so you can decide if it's worth putting your hard-earned money into it. And look, spoiler alert, no. No, the SFX has had to say, listen, I've followed a number of very, very good general science fiction magazines, and you can always tell when they hit the way, when they're on their way out. Starburst, you can tell when that was on the way out when it started. In all fairness, so that was always a cheap rag. TV Zone, always kind of a cheap rag, but I kind of enjoyed it. Dreamwatch, I used to love Dreamwatch. It used to be Doctor Who Bulletin, but yeah, you can. I remember that exact moment when Titan. Was it Titan Publishing bought it and it went downhill? Yeah, this is on its way out. So yeah, look, we're going to be doing a digital thumb through so you can peruse it. Hey, listen, if you want to buy it, go ahead and buy it. I'm not going to, I'm here to make recommendations to you. Nothing more. Fine. Before we get into it though, can you hit the subscribe button? That would be fan-dabby-double-dozy. Thank you very much. It's kind of just like what I need you guys to do to help me pump out new content for you each and every day, which I do diligently do. And now listen, if you hate the content I'm pumping out, that's a real big reason to subscribe, because you're going to want to see how incredibly bad it's going to get. If you like the content, well, obviously subscribe away, and if you're indifferent about it, well, take a punt. You never know. Now, if you do subscribe, what can you do? What can you get if you subscribe? You get to enter my weekly competitions, which actually just got a bit better because I found something else to add for it. This week we're doing a Doctor Who classic comics bundle. So I got a bunch of reprints, trade paperbacks, and stuff which I can give away in one bundle to one lucky winner. The first one's going to be this graphic novel, the Mark of Mandrogona. So this is actually a pretty darn good one. This is, I would say, real prime Doctor Who comic strips. This was when the comic strips were just after the heyday of John Ridgway in the mid 80s, when Lee Sullivan's coming. Great story again. John Ridgway, Lee Sullivan art, much more exciting, I think. No, it's I really love is this Abslom Dark trade paperback, which is the entire run of the original Abslom Daak comic strips, plus a nemesis of the Daleks. We got this one over here, Polly the Glot. Again, this of me is the pinnacle of Doctor Who comics. This was a bit of a thin reprint of Polly the Glot. Again, fantastic bit of art by John Ridgway. And then we got the complete Dr. Martha comic adventures, bit more modern, bit more recent, and then. To add, then we're going to add in this rarity, this rarity, Vworp Vworp magazine, Volume 1. Yes, if you like Doctor Who comics, this is the publication you got to get. This is behind the people who are doing cutaway comics. They got the Lytton comic and the Omega one they're working on. Well, look at the attention to detail. They even make these fake rub-down transfers that came with the the Echo, the ones that came, the Tom Baker ones that came with the first issue of Doctor Who magazine. All you need to do to win this incredible bundle, which I really think is an incredible bundle, subscribe to the channel and in the comments leave the hashtag of Vworp Vworp. Go check the video notes. It will give you all the information you need. If Vworp Vworp is hard for you to spell, just copy and paste it. It's VWORP. VWORP. That's really all you need. Vworp Vworp is, of course, the sound effect they used in the comic strip in Doctor Who magazine to denote the TARDIS appearing. It kind of works, but it is not exactly right. But it just says something that has endeared me to it. Fine. Let's go and have a look at this month's SFX magazine. So we got the boys cover. The boys that's coming pretty quick as well, September 4th, which I'm quite excited about. But the cover tells you where what SFX is now. It is just Access Media. It is pure Access Media and nothing else besides. It's 100 pages long, which is down 16 pages from the beginning of the year, but which is also down 32 pages. Here, let's go over here for a second. Look at this. Is this the one? So this is my SFX magazines. Let's go back. back over here at the beginning of the bold Jodie Whittaker Doctor Who experiment, they're at 132 pages. Now they're at 100 pages. I think that that loss indicates a loss of audience that they have, because they really only want to cater to, much like the BBC, they want to cater to one small part of the audience, that small part that lives on Twitter and screams at everything, and that weird part of the audience that always is looking into other people's lives and saying, "Oh, they're not good enough. You can't buy anything from them. They're bad people." The people are always constantly looking at other people's lives, and strangely enough, never looking at those. I would say the Doctor Who fans of the current era who live on Twitter, I've almost universally found them to be cruel and cowardly. That's not bad. So I think that might be an indication of how they feel about this Doctor Who. What is it that's appealing to them? So you say, this is a world exclusive season 2 on-set access. Really? Who really cares? I mean, it's vaguely into. You got Lower Decks. I'm doing a video. I'm going over the interview with that. I think tomorrow. This is a fun video to have. So let's start flicking through. Okay, a bit of a Warhammer ads. We have the contents page. I always like contents pages. I always go to contents page. And here we see the first bloody problem. Let me zoom in a little bit. This freaking idiot who is the editor, Darren Scott. So this is how he's what he's doing for himself. And on the front cover, why are you referencing Star Trek Discovery? What does Lady Penelope say up here? One second, Lady Penelope is saying, are you going to tie me up? Well, okay. Now that's the Thunderbirds I wouldn't mind seeing. Okay. But yeah, why is he in the Star Trek Discovery? I mean, surely you should know that Star Trek Discovery is reviled by a lot of Star Trek fans, as most of New Trek is. But okay, let's read this editorial, which I think just showed you why their heads are up their asses and why this magazine is just not worth buying, because it lives in a parallel reality, a false reality. So he says, the boys are back and it's about effing time. No, we couldn't put that on the cover. You put that on the cover, you might have actually sold some more copies, but you don't want to be offensive. Oh no, don't want to be offensive. I don't know about you yet, but with each new launch that arrives now, be it streaming or print, I'm more grateful than I've ever been. Maybe I didn't realize how much I took for granted. A new batch of comics arriving every Wednesday. That's not happening anymore. Or new films opening every Friday. So I'm very excited to get an all-new second season of The Boys. Basically saying, "Oh, give me something, give me something to cover." Because here's the thing: they can't really have this is a great time to have debate and analysis about this very contentious time that we have in fandom, which this magazine is proposing to that's the which they're purporting to serve. And they're not. They're not. So, let's read the last paragraph. And there's a whole new Star Trek series to boot in typical 2020 fashion. It's not the one we expected to see first. Really, who cares? But with Discovery season 3 moving to late in the year, Lower Decks is here. Honestly, I can't believe Discovery got 13 episodes for the season. But okay, Lower Decks is here. And it's awful. But it's not here. It's not here in the UK. Hopefully we'll have a UK transmission detail shortly. Yeah, really. The reason you don't have a UK transmission for Lower Decks is because nobody wants it. Nobody wants to pay for this Trek. You give it to Amazon for free, they might air it. I don't think Netflix would even take it for free. Maybe who knows. Hopefully, trust me, the SFX schedule for the rest of the year is absolutely rad. So it's not. It's not. They're in deep freak out mode because they got nothing. They really just got nothing to talk about because they won't talk about the major issues in fandom. They live on access, and the access is finishing because there's nothing being bloody made. So maybe you backed the wrong horse there. Darren Scott, moron. And I went to check his Twitter feed, and of course, it's all like Trump, Johnson. No, God's sake, just get a grip. Fine. So news: Samurai Jack is having a computer game. Yeah, so they got Space Warp on it. Space Warp is the crowdfunding thing that Pat Mills is doing. Pat Mills, who's just I was personally friendly with, and then when Jeremy Corbyn came around, became a massive anti-Semite. Like, this is massive, dripping, virulent anti-Semitism that he would post onto my timeline, and then he got pissed off when I talked him down. So yeah, we see it here, like, really what's wrong with fandom. So like, why if you're talking about crowdsourced comic book projects, never heard of Comic Skate, really? I mean, that's really the most interesting thing in comics right now. And DC Comics has essentially adopted Comic Skate, a Comic Skate model with their layoff announcements the other day. These Star Trek watches look lame. These Wonder Woman dolls are for girls. Okay, not really that interested. Back to the Future cars looks kind of cute. Don't even know this. This I wouldn't mind. Okay, this looks freaking awesome. It's $90. I think I might have to get this. It looks so good. I really want that. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. But like, the only thing I'm interested in there. Talking about Robert Kirkman's new comic. Artwork looks okay, a little bit meh. Not very kinetic. Samurai Jack computer game. No interest whatsoever. And so then there's this new thing about this Project Power. Never heard of it. Apparently it's on Netflix from Friday. God, I just finished watching Umbrella Academy. I still got Doom Patrol, two episodes of that to go. And then we've got a new. I'm actually complaining. I feel a bit of a dick about that, but I am. I'm like, oh man, because here's the thing. I'm not into binge watching. I'm really not. I feel like this intense pressure to get it out. And I can only watch like 2 or 3 episodes in a day, max like 2, and that's if it's something I absolutely adore, like how was it, Brave New World. I managed to watch like 3 episodes of that, but that's about it really. Fine. So Penny Dreadful, regular article. Let's just go to the I was going to go to the overview. Who cares? Boring. Okay, buy a magazine. Fine, so then we get this whole boys retro. Let's do page overview. So we're over here. So, just look how little text there is. This is really kind of embarrassing. You got a double page with 1 column here. You got another double page with, I would say, 2 half columns. Then you get nearly a full page over here. Okay, I mean, I will probably read that, over this weekend. Then there's this thing about Lovecraft County, which just doesn't interest me at all. Honestly, I find with all this, relentless focus on people's skin color, which is just, in the 80s we stopped doing this. And it just makes me think when I see a show predominantly by J.J. Abrams, predominantly starring black people. I did think of how well it's gone with Star Trek Discovery, or Star Trek in general for the last few years, or Doctor Who, or anything that is very seemingly seen. I haven't seen an episode of yet. I might give it a go. Anything that seems to be kind of agenda driven. Which I fear this is probably going to be. I just don't have that much interest in it anymore. Yeah, this is what the wokerati have done. They've taken me, who I don't think is somebody who looked at skin color at all, and I don't think I was racist at all, and made me into an actual racist. They made me go, oh no, I got another one. Then they got a 3-page article on Lower Decks, which I am going to do a deep dive into that. Tell you that's a video in of itself. Lower Decks is just simply awful. Like, this character here, this black girl woman, she's the most obnoxious person I've ever seen on TV, and she's supposed to be a hero. I don't understand. It's just not that interesting. So again, heavily relying on access to things to fill up their pages, rather than thought, content, actual debate. Where we could have these debate in print between the opposing. The opposing factions in fandom, which we have a big divide through Star Wars, through Star Trek, through Doctor Who. But we really don't actually. I think Doctor Who's probably the most active still. But like the Star Wars and Star Trek, people are just stop caring. Really, it's got to the point they just stop caring. And I think as they stop caring, the fervent fans of this current stuff also stop caring. They were just more interested in forcing people away. Once they've been forced away, they're like, yeah, let's find something else. I think manga's going to be the next thing they're going to target. So and then there's a 4-page article about the 6-page article about design for Cursed. Haven't seen it. Something about Bill and Ted. What they got about Bill and Ted? Okay, that I'm interested in. And did they talk about it being released to download? No. After nearly 3 decades after embarking on an excellent adventure and a bogus journey, Bill and Ted are preparing to face the music creators Chris Matheson and Ed Solomon talk about their return to San Dimas. Okay, I didn't remember that's what it's called. Okay, fine. That's fine. You got so far. You got 3 pages. I'm going to read. So and then there's this lengthy article about the design in Star Trek Picard. The design of Star Trek Picard wasn't the worst aspect of Star Trek Picard, but Star Trek Picard was just so. I mean, again, it was reviled by a large percentage of your audience. Do not bother buying this. Then he got a 4-page article on the new series of Lucifer. Never seen Lucifer. My wife. You know why I've never seen Lucifer? My wife just went through it. My wife is a big normie, so I'll tell her that they got season 5 coming up. Interview with Lauren Burks. Don't really know much about her. Who's Billy Porter? There's something with Billy Porter. The Posse star talks Jordan Peele and the Twilight Zone. God, that was boring. Again, I think when I think of Lovecraft County, I think of the Twilight Zone, and I only ever saw the racism episode, which was like the first one, and I just assumed they're all going to be like, I'll check out at the first episode and let you guys know, but I don't. Okay, there's a thing in Judaism called a hazaka, which is once something has happened 3 times, you can expect it to continue happening. If the sun rises in the morning, you can probably expect it to rise the next morning. Once something happens 3 times, you can expect that to be the norm. And I just expect it to be woke trash. I do. I expect Lovecraft County to be woke trash. Then they got a thing about, retrospective about Weird Science, which, fun 80s movie. And then we're into reviews. Look, it's nearly done already. So let's just go to the reviews. So we got the review Cursed. Again, haven't seen it. Cursed is like the female take on the Arthurian thing. Yeah, not interested. I'm not interested. Oh God, you've taken traditional male roles and made them female over and over again, and every time it's been awful. And I've given you so many times, to get it together. I trusted you with Doctor Who. I trusted you with Star Wars. I trusted you with Star Trek. They've all been awful, and not because they made the leads female and made them. It's because they made these franchises that work best when they're aimed at 8-year-old boys to be aimed at girls instead, and they don't work. You know why they don't work? Because girls aren't interested and boys aren't interested. Who are interested in them? The blue checkmark Twitterati that feels stunning and brave when they make the little boy sit and watch whatever this cucked crap is while they do their gender neutral braids in their hair. Make a boy wear a dress. Umbrella Academy. Okay, that wasn't bad. This here. Let me zoom in here. This was indicative of what was wrong with Umbrella Academy Season 3. I loved Allison. I loved, was it Ed Sheehan, whatever Klaus. And then they had the Ellen Page. Ellen Page, boring as hell. Had a boring story, boring character, boring arc. Yeah, it was not that interesting. So they had this moment where they did like this cool dancing bit. They tried to recreate what they had from the first season. And again, Ed Sheehan was great. Whatever the one who plays Allison was great. Ellen Page, no, just, oh boy, no rhythm. She doesn't have natural rhythm. Let's be clear here. She does not have natural rhythm. They got the last. What's the last wave? Never even heard of that. Okay, keep going. Just nothing I'm interested in. And I'm a massive sci-fi geek. I'm vaguely interested in getting this model of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, but not. I'm vaguely interested. Camera movies, yeah, look, I would read it, but not that interested. No, nothing here. Flash Gordon, I already own it. Look, I guess I'll read to see what's in there, on this new 30th edition, 30th anniversary edition. Around the Sun, don't remember it. I never heard of it. It's on VOD. Okay, fine. Scoob, again, another VOD thing. Who cares? Here's the trouble. When you make everything crap, right? When you make everything boring and crap, magazines about it are less interesting. And again, no article on Brave New World, which I think is like the only thing I've seen of any merit in a long time. The re-release of Power of the Daleks, I guess I would read that because I bought it. I haven't seen it yet. But it's still sitting in England. I'm going to wait till Fury from the Deep Arise. They're sitting. Well, it's sitting right now in near Birmingham at Dan's place. Dan Hadley, King of the Geeks. And when Fury from the Deep Arise, I'll get him to mail both of them here to me in Israel, because Amazon's not mailing to Israel right now because the world's messed up. Pitch back the re-releasing. Then there's lots of book reviews. I guess book production hasn't been curtailed by social distancing. So lots of books. Blah 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 blah. Goes on and on and on. Ad for COVID. Really, don't we know enough about it? Another ad, and then we're on to comic books. Of course, it loves Strange Adventures. I see, this is why SFX is not worth your time. Strange Adventures, written by Tom King. Tom King is I haven't read Strange Adventures. I know that Tom King is a massive douchebag, social justice warrior, liar, and he was the one who came out a couple of weeks ago calling Comicsgate a hate group. Because he obviously knew all the firing was coming at DC, and so they wanted to try and that was their last stab to take it out. And again, why isn't SFX covering Comicsgate? Why isn't SFX? I mean, even want to cover the debate. This was like a real issue, but no. Okay, fine. They just want to keep on with their very, very boring legacy media, which no one's really that interested in. I'm vaguely interested in Green Lantern. I might get season 1, season 2. I mean, I like Grant Morrison. I like Hal Jordan. I like Grant Morrison. I like Liam Sharp. But Warhammer, I don't know anything about. Running Man on vinyl, okay. And then, weirdly enough, they got Doctor Who out of time. This review of it before it comes out. I don't know. Hey, look, maybe I think I'll do that as a separate video. And then yes, more filler. We're up to 97 of 100, 98. And it's just, what are they charging for this nonsense? Is there anything? Let me just see if there's anything else even worth waiting for it to open up. No, a lot. Ad for Time of Victorious. Something about Dungeons and Dragons. Oh yeah, what's that? That looks like an article I would read. So we're up to 4 pages. 4 pages so far. I forget. It's written by arsehole face Darren Scott, who's busy making his magazine implode. So there you go, SFX magazine. Not worth your time. Not worth your time. Not worth your money, because it's just talking about boring things being made. Because the only thing being made is boring. Yeah, so that's what I would say. What are there 3 amazing gifts? We get a Star Trek quiz book, the 100 Greatest Ultimate Graphic Novels magazine, and the Ultimate Superhero Collection. They give away as a download. Yeah, please, just buy a magazine. No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. As a recommend, no, this is a strong not recommend. My name is Sheila Beck, and the Rabbi from Another Planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.